Alright, this is my 1995 Ford F-350, and today we are replacing the locks and the ignition cylinder because my lovely wife snapped the key in half, and I've been driving around using this to start the truck. We're going to change it. We're going to go back to keys. Alright, for the door lock cylinder, I'm going to be taking the door panel off. We got one Phillips head in here. One Phillips head in here. I've already taken all this loose to make my life easier. This is a Torx, a T20 I think it is. It just comes off. This isn't the one that comes with a power stroke. This is like an old Bronco style, I think, because those plastic ones that come in these trucks are junk. So Phillips head, and then just spin your lock off, which has 10,000 threads in it. There you go. And the rest is just plastic clips. Get it up over the windowsill here. It's a real pain in the ass to do one-handed. Try to dodge this door handle. And that's it, it's out. So we're gonna pull this away so we can see some of the linkage in here. And you've also got this thing right here, which I may need to go get something for, a screwdriver or something that just pops out. Let me get that out, I'll get back with you. Alright, once you get this clip out, you can probably do this without taking the door panel off. I'll try on the other side. Let's get this lock cylinder out. Gently. Be scratching the paint. And then just twist it over the linkage. That's it. Alright, we got the new one going back in. Get it over the linkage. Maybe. If it falls in the door, that's why you need the door panel off, so you can just reach in there and grab it. You know, if you have two hands, your life will be easier, but here we are. And it's in the door panel. So if that happens, you just got to reach inside here. Not a big deal. The linkage right here. Go back through the hole. Where the hole is. Alright, the new one's in. Works just fine. I'll give you a little bit better view over here on the driver's side when I do it. Before you put your door panel back on, make sure none of the clips stayed behind. I had about 4 that decided they wanted to stay with the door and not the panel. Just pull them out of the door, get them back in the door panel, and we'll be good to go. Alright, to pull the ignition lock cylinder, you don't need to pull this column cover off. You just need to get a screwdriver or an Allen key or something skinny in this hole to push the pin to let this lock cylinder out. You won't really be able to see it. Just play with it till you think you found it. Which is going to take me 6 years to do now. Okay. Alright. When you think you got it, if you push on it, you'll see the lock cylinder move. And if yours isn't broken, you can just pull it out. If it is broken, you're going to have to fish it out with a pick, but first, the key needs to be to the on position. Push that pin up. And fish it out of there. Alright, when you're putting this in, you need to turn this so this little pin sits flush. And don't be playing with this. If this sleeve comes off of here, there's brass pins and springs inside. They'll go everywhere. It's a pain in the ass to put back together. Ask me how I know. Okay.
That's it. It's in. Truck works. Couldn't be easier. Alright, to pull the door panel, you got one Phillips head in here in the handle, one up in the corner at the top, and this is a T20 Torx bit, I think. Obviously these are for like an old Bronco and not these shitty little plastic ones that come with these trucks. And then spin your lock off and pop this panel out. And dodge the door handle. That's it. Once the door panel's out, you got this retaining clip on the inside of the door. Lock comes out. You got this linkage. You can see on the corner where it's got a wear mark where the plastic needs to sit. Pop it in there and get your clip back on.